Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Attack on Titan. This is the start of Season 4, Part 2, but I am just going to be calling it Season 4, Episode 17. I don't know if other people consider this like a Part 2, Episode 1, or just consider it Episode 1 or something again, but I'm just going to call it 17. That's how I'm going to number the episodes. What I'm going to do. But anyway, with that being said, something I've realized I forgot to talk about in the discussion of last episode, I'm pretty sure anyway, because I don't recall talking about it, but Peak, making it into the military. Now, we've seen how these kids got into the military. I guess we don't know what it's like for people who are already adults, but we saw the kids train from like a young age until they graduated. I can't imagine Peak had the time to go through like the full training. So if you're already an adult, do you not have to go through the training? Did she steal a uniform and put it on and she was able to get by like that? I think one of Parody's improvements should have been the way that they track their soldiers, I guess, because they didn't really explain how she was able to just like sneak into their military. It seems like she just put an outfit on and no one asked any questions, you know? But anyway, not really a big deal. We have war on our hands now. We've had Eren transform. We have Rhina coming in on the blimp and some more of their forces coming in. We had Peak in there as well, and we have Galliard as well, who's been undercover, it seems. And I was having some shower thoughts before I started recording this, and I was thinking to myself, oh, I wonder if they're gonna know that we've improved our defenses so much. But the fact that we've had Peak and Galliard in here this whole time, I imagine they would have found a way to communicate if it was like, hey, they have like really good defenses now. Like their technology is up to date now, so you guys like maybe should rethink your plan. I imagine they would have had time to do that if it was necessary, so they must not think it's necessary. But yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have the ability, because they can still inject people, right? To turn like the Eldians, they can still inject them to turn them into Titans, but they don't have the scream to like instantly convert them like they were doing before. So are they? Because I think what happened before was they hit the ground and died, and is that when they transformed last time when they were like kicking them off the wall? I guess I don't necessarily know like the full extent to what like made them transform, but I wonder if they're gonna do that here. Or are they gonna rain Titans down on Parody? But either way, I'm excited to see the war and what happens and what's going on with Zeke as well, who just got shoved into a Titan's belly. I don't know what is it trying to eat him in a weird way, or is it trying to save him? Can he heal from in there? Can he even heal from those wounds in general? Like it sounded like he was saying like, "Oh, I'm dying" or something like that, right? But like, can he heal from that? I don't know. Also, did we ever see what happened to Levi after that explosion? Do we even know if he's okay? I can't recall seeing him. So, yeah, let's watch this episode. A lot of questions and see what happens. We're gonna start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Also, might get a new opening for the second half. Oh, that's Finky's. Someone got, uh-oh. Really? Is he dead? Well, I shouldn't ask the question. I didn't want to know the answer. Is that really it for Levi? Or is there gonna be some Ackerman blood bullshit that keeps him alive? Hmm. Is she lying? Maybe. smart. Oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? Is it somehow healing him quicker? That's not good if that's the case. Levi's down, and if he heals and can get back into action, will he help Rhina's group or will he help Parody's group? If that were to happen. Or did it actually eat? No, it's dying. I was gonna say, did it actually, or is it turning back into human because it technically ate Zeke? Nope, that's Zeke. Okay. Well, that's not good. How is that a thing? Did he know he could do that? He just naked. Well. Oh, she took off. So was he still alive? I don't know if she would have taken his body. Could he turn into a Titan? Oh. What? Confidently. Right, Aaron? Alright. Rumbling is coming, oh shit! Well, I guess we did see some of it in the last opening too, and it didn't happen yet, so... Hmm... Are these lyrics a little spoilery to Aaron's mental state? Oh... Almost takes me back to him saving Mikasa. Annie... There's a girl! What does it mean? From Zeke's vision. Oh. Okay. Judgement. Oh, back to this. I like... It makes sense. It makes sense, but I didn't want Gabby to get this kind of, like, reinforcement to her opinion. I mean, she might still have questions after what she saw here. But, yeah. Okay, they're not free-falling, so they might not be Titans. What is this? Oh, cannons. Jesus. Well, I guess that's one way to get her to, one, transform, and two, to get her out of the cuffs. They wanted to get her away from... I was gonna say she's just gonna transform, but the whole point was she couldn't be next to Gabby when she transformed or she'd kill her. Ugh. Man, that'd be so unsettling. I would not want to go into a Titan's mouth. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Hmm. Eh. Oh, walking right at Rhino. Alright. They said coming in blind, too. Because he's got beef. Kind of shows that there's still some of that, emotion from Eren in there. We don't see it very often, but this doesn't seem like just a cold tactical decision. This seems like a I want to fight Rhino. This can only be so gentle. Hmm. Oh, this is Falco's brother. Yeah. I forgot that he lived. I don't know why, I just forgot he existed. What is she doing? Oh, she's helping get the, cannons into a better position. They're gonna figure, oh, she's putting her cannons on her back. Nice. Alright, they put it together. Alright. I wonder if Levi were to become one, which one would he get? Damn! That was a hit. Ooh, that was a good dodge, though. I like the art style of the Titans right now. We've had some hit or miss moments with the Titans being, like, very much, like, 3D. And I think in some shots they are, but in some shots they have, like, a lot of, like, black lines on them, and they look real, crisp. Oh shit, going for his neck. He has the Warhammer, though, doesn't it? Yeah. I was gonna say. He hasn't really used the Warhammer power much. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, we still got our... I haven't been the biggest fan of the way they've drawn the soldiers in the ODM gear. It's not as fluid and fun as it used to be to me in the early seasons. Cannon. Frickin' peak. It's developed specifically to shoot the Founding Titan. Oh shit, well... That's not good. Jesus. Oh, and from behind. Damn, they're up top, too. That's pretty brutal. Oh? Alright, he's still doing stuff. Could he have, like, escaped? Could this be like a shell of a body like it was for the Warhammer? Man. So many of our soldiers are dying. Definitely feels like Aaron's up to something just standing there. Unless he's just so hurt. Letting our experienced soldiers out. Damn. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Gotta believe him. Hmm. Okay. Man, I want to write down his name now, but I have no idea how to spell that. Onyan Punpon. Is that how they said it? She's doubting. It's gotta suck to have that doubt. Hmm. I talked about how I didn't think so. Be some shit if we activated that now. Marley's soldiers just get a taste of a bunch of colossal titans. Man. Jesus. Marley's definitely got control of the situation right now. And he's just yelling. Ah! Ah! Oh. Interesting. Oh. See, in the opening, it talks about, like, I never wanted to hold a knife. And now we have young Eren again. Holding the knife. Interesting. Outro has some interesting, lyrics, too. Being like a caged bird and stuff. A lot of stuff that Eren used to talk about. Whoa. Interesting. Like, Ruins a parody, but all, like, grown over. Oh, we get, like, the rainbow color of the, like, Founding Titan we've seen before. Interesting. That is it, guys, for episode 17. That was a good one. We had the start to the battle, and it is not looking good for our side. Levi is down now. She carried his body away, so maybe some Ackerman craziness is keeping him alive, you know? Maybe we can give him some, you know, Titan soup and he can become a Titan and we can feed someone to him and maybe we'll have another Titan on our side. I don't know which one Levi would get if he did get one. I mean, it would be poetic if he ended up getting the Beast Titan just because of how many times he's fought Zeke and in the Beast Titan form and everything. I don't even know if this is gonna happen, but if it were to, I was just kind of theorizing. But the only problem with that is I feel like we need Zeke to be alive, unless we're gonna use Historia. But I feel like we need Zeke. Now, I guess maybe if Eren was just, if it is like what Armin was saying, and if that was the case and maybe he has no plans, because I always thought he's going along with these plans because he wants to get close to Zeke to use the Founding Titan, not to euthanize everyone, but use it for something else. But maybe it is what Armin was saying, where he just felt like he had no other choice than to go along with this, and maybe he doesn't really need Zeke, which means maybe we could feed Zeke to Levi, kind of thing, if we didn't need the powers of the, you know, founder combining with the royal blood and all that. But yeah, Zeke in the beginning was really interesting with this vision he had of, or dream or whatever you want to call it, of this lady like reforging his body, and he got put in this Titan, and somehow the Titan like reverse sucked in the steam and like killed itself in order to heal him. And it's like, was that a different will at work? Is that somehow like Ymir in some way? And did she like reforge his body so he can keep going? If so, why? Is there some kind of willpower out there that wants like the story to progress in a certain way, you know, or at least like the events to unfold in a certain way might be a better way rather than saying story. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means. She was also in the opening, and she became that like tree. Which makes me just every time we've seen that we had that in the other opening, right, too, where we had like the big glowing tree. Always makes me just think of like Yggdrasil with all like the connecting lines and things like that. Just a lot of that lore kind of comes into play here, but I don't know what it all means. You know, a lot of like representation and all that, but I do feel like the opening lyrics might have been slightly spoilery, due to them kind of. It felt like they were talking about Aaron, but it felt like they were talking about like old Aaron and what he's been like forced to do and forced to become now, which, you know, leads me to believe I already had the theories that I thought he was playing along with their plans, but never actually planned on euthanizing everyone and all that. I felt like there was gonna be, you know, another turn with Aaron where like he wasn't this bad guy being antagonistic to our characters anymore, and all that. I already thought that, but I feel like the opening lyrics like almost confirmed it for me. Now, just because the lyrics are the way they are, it doesn't mean it has to be that way. But yeah. So, we finally got to see Aaron using some of the Warhammer Titan. He took that in, feels like ages ago at this point for me, and I don't think we've seen him use that power once, and now he did. But he's still taking a lot of damage. You know, he has a lot of. Unfortunately, he's fighting three Titans at the moment, right? We have Peak over up, the Cart Titan over up, shooting him on the walls. We have Galliard coming in and making some moves, and he's fighting Rhina. And now he's kind of pinned down a bit and yelling. I don't know what his plan is gonna be, but we also have maybe with that yelling, we have Zeke who's still infatuated with working with Aaron and everything. So it's very possible that we get, since he's fully healed up, we get the Beast Titan, but fighting with Aaron. Could be really interesting. Like, they have a lot of air support right now. It could be very devastating for some rocks to just get thrown at those blimps flying in the air. You know, I imagine they wouldn't take too kindly to that. So I have a feeling that's I have a feeling we are going to see a turn soon with like a lot of our characters getting out of jail that are strong. You know, they're the ones that have fought all this time. They're good with their ODM gear and everything. So maybe they'd be able to fight a little better against the soldiers than the ones we just saw getting mowed down, because we kind of took a big L here. Like, Aaron's pinned, so many of our soldiers died, and we didn't even see too many of. I'm sure some of theirs died, but we didn't see too many of them go down. There was like a couple of Thunder Spear explosions that I think took some of them out and everything, but yeah, it felt like we just got owned, and usually when that happens, there's a turnaround. And I feel like maybe the Beast Titan coming in, maybe our kids getting out of jail and gearing up and going out there they'll be able to make some moves. And I don't know if Aaron has anything left that he can do. We've seen him come out of his Titan and do it again immediately. So I guess there is a chance that maybe he just like comes out and transforms again and goes ham, you know, or heals from this damage that he's taken. I don't know. So yeah, I'm into it though. I'm so excited to be getting into, like, don't get me wrong, there were a lot of parts of the first half that I did like. But there were like slower moments where it wasn't as much craziness happening. A lot of political stuff going on, and it kind of took that like old Attack on Titan vibes where like we had just like a lot of questions being built up again, and we were like just waiting for answers, and that's still happening and all that. But yeah. Anyway, I am excited for more. I do believe I'm probably saying his name wrong, but Onyan Papon. I apologize if I got that wrong. But I do believe what he was saying, especially with the backup from the cook guy saying that, you know, we never told them about this, and we were explicitly told not to, so they didn't know about the wine, and they didn't know about the euthanization plan, and things like that. And I like Armin bringing back what he said about, like, it's good that all kinds of people exist, you know, helping to reinforce the idea that he doesn't just want Eldians wiped out. He likes the idea of there being a bunch of different races of people and stuff out there. Um, so yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of interesting having him come. He was definitely very, very scared. And also, what did I want to know what Yelena meant by saying that Eren has always been special? What does that mean? I'm not entirely sure. Because we know he's not royal blood. So what makes him special outside of just what he's acquired, right? I mean, he did at a, you know, they keep bringing up like the whole knife and stuff. At a young age, he did save Mikasa and was willing to kill people in order to do it. From a very young age, he made that choice. Maybe there's something about making that choice at a young age that separates him from others, you know? I don't know. I really have no idea. I wonder if it's gonna be, is it gonna be like a special power? Or is it gonna be like a special, like, is he special because of a power, or is he special because of a mindset, you know? I'm kind of curious, like, what it's gonna end up being. But, yeah. She kind of dropped that in there, and I don't know whether to take it literally, or just like, yeah, you're special, you know, you're just different than other people. And maybe it's just as simple as that. So it'll be interesting to find out. So yeah, I'm excited to move deeper into this part two, move deeper into this battle, and yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye bye.